calling you a radical, so AFL-CIO, boom, drop dead. This is an important historic video. So, a few years ago, he and I were involved. I got invited to a group discussion about union work and nuclear energy. And, by the way, really nice guy to me. And we had this discussion. He and I had this heavy discussion about how the nuclear industry plays the unions and how they're being played. By the way, he agreed with me. So this is how they play it constantly. Oh, the union workers, union jobs, New York, when they looted 7.6, but it's a fucking total lie. They've got, I remember I'm coming from Italy, I'm in the New York City airport, and there's a cop there, and I got my stenographer, and he says, we got to save, I said, what do you mean you got to save stenographer? Stenographer's been shut down. We shut it down a few years ago. Well, they're good. I says, you drank that fucking Kool-Aid? Shut the fuck up. You know, and so, when, you remember when Joni Ray and I snuck in when I was deathly sick on the San Onofre hearing, the one that took them down in 2013? 7 busloads. Well, we went in and we infiltrated. We interviewed tons of them. All fake union workers. They were all young on the labor come list. Had no clue about San Onofre. Had no clue. Never had a union check in their life. Give them free lunch. You come in here, do the dirty work. So, now stay with me. The unions come in and refuel a reactor once every 18 months or 2 years. 18 to 24 months. It's a very short process. They use young labor on the come. They're not good union jobs. In fact, they're fucking death sentences. And I want to say this to the union workers who did San Onofre. Now, I'm not a fan of Holtex, but as Holtex says it, the American populace refuses to deal with this. How do you argue with that? Remember they said it's going to take us 40, 50 years to get San Onofre into the dry cask containers and shut it down, decommission. With the fake shutdown, by the way, that was a ruse. That dude lied. That was all to block it. I was at every one of those hearings. I'm in every one of those things. Oh, nobody knows this dynamic like I know. The workers that did that, thank you. The workers that leaked the cheating on the exchange to Kevin Blanch in the bone marrow transfer, that got it out to media, got it out to Kamala Harris's office, which took San Onofre down. Micah Gary and the Whistleblower Act gets $5 million. When I'm the whistleblower, me and those workers inside there, who still live in fear of their life. They were cheating on the exchange. It backed up and it had a fucking major accident. The core, inside the core, last stand, lost coolant because they were cheating on the thing. It backed up on January 30th, 2012, the exact day that I went into a coma. How irony. They opened the valve and vented all that nuclear fallout all over San Clemente. One of the most radioactive places in the world. So, he's dead. The union lie is that. They play, he agreed with me. I said, they're just playing you guys. They're not fucking union jobs. Fuck, it's a computer. It's fucking Homer Simpson in there, these reactors, 90% of the time. They'll bring the busloads of fucking young labor fucking on the come, union guys, for a very short period and refuel those reactors. And I says, look, here's the thing that the union needs to wake up to, is the decommissioning of these nuclear plants would be permanent jobs. Because it's going to go on, it's going to take us 100 years to clean this fucking godforsaken hellhole up. Talk about good, long, strong, permanent jobs. The cleanup of the nuclear industry, shutting down these reactors and fucking decommissioning them. You know, by the way, thank you to my whistleblower at WIP. He's been down there secretly videoing, shooting. They're bringing shit into WIP, giant reactors, all kinds of stuff right now. You remember it was a year ago right now that I shot the San Onofre big reactor coming on the truck to Utah. You think that'd be a major story in Utah media everywhere. You got me, baby. That's the only footage you're going to get. Without me, it didn't happen, right? So, thank you. The fake narrative that's shoved down everybody's sort of like, oh, the drought been going on for years here. 2010, there was snow right here at Weber, this tall, in 2010. I shoveled, I mean literally this tall. I skied right there at the Olympic downhill basin. So, Mr. Lillard, if I used to do the play-by-play, playing in the gold medal, he's never won anything. Maybe this will be it, huh? You know, maybe you can get off the snide. On the camp at the same time, I did the play-by-play on his alumni tournament 2 years ago. on 8/24. Why is that significant? That's right when fucking COVID happened. COVID is the Hebrew word that means Kobe. What's Kobe mean? Great Japanese, Japan. World Health Organization knows where this evolved from. The nuclear reactors, the nuclear meltdowns in China and Japan. They know this. Why else would they name it Kobe? His 8/24 was a date. Kobe Bryant, I changed my number from 8 to 24. He says, I made $100 million off that business move. Get your slave-made gear. So the whole narrative, the lake's been going dry for years. The lake was above normal levels in 2011. 2012, I shot that perfect spiral jetty video, proves it. Professor right here says, oh, I've been going on. I says, here, look at this video. He's like, whoa, you just proved me wrong. I says, yeah, wake the fuck up. So, he's dead. So, heart attack, they say. 72. Like I said, I did a really great, I'll try to find it. It's out there somewhere. I mean, I did so much stuff in those days. I mean, I remember I broke my moratorium on interviews in 2013. I did 90 fucking interviews in 60 days. Oh my God. Some of them fucking people in their kitchen. I mean, I did some whacked out, ignorant fucking people fucking, but I did some good ones also. That PBS one I did for an hour in 2013. Oregon PBS with Jack Russell's a good one. I mean, but they're out there. They're all over. I mean, so unions need to wake the fuck up. Status King Cuomo, the mob boss in New York, played you. $7.6 billion they looted without the taxpayers. Bank bailout on chemo. Fucking unions ain't getting none of that. Fucking the oligarchs, the Mark Zuckerbergs, the Bill Gates. Who do you think owns these reactors? Oh, you think they're public utilities? Oh, keep thinking. Who do you think propped up Barry Antoinette Obama? Who do you think propped up Donald J. fucking Trump? Who do you think propped up fucking siding with Biden? His own kid dies from nuclear fucking waste. By phosphorus sprayed all over Fallujah. His own son. He don't give a fuck. About Kamala Harris. I leaked everything to her mother, the epidemiologist living. How about Mike Lee, right here? Well, you know Dad. My dad was a downwinder, huh? You know, I'll get right. I promise I'll talk to Senator Wyden and I'm going to get back to you. He never got back to me. He fucking lied to me. His dad died young, fucking very young. They don't give a... How about Governor Spencer Moron Cox? Oh, that guy is dumber than a stick. I'm not talking as a politician, just plain the dumbest fucking governor. One of the dumbest people I've ever met. He's governor with 30-something%. Well, what about these SMRs, Utah's funding? Reyes, fucking, Idaho fucking, I gotta tell you, Kevin, I don't know what those are. Then a few months later, he's in bed with Bill fucking Epstein Island, oh, Bill Gates, what the fuck are you talking about? Fuck, he's been in this cult fucking Los Alamos fucking club for years. He owns the nuclear reactors, dumbasses. Fuck, I mean, that guy is pure fucking evil. Ken Burns laid it out yesterday, tried to, for the vlog for the New York Times. Swag, fuck, if they're swag, what the fuck am I? He went off on Sheryl Sandberg, fucking the imperialist queen, a single nuclear suburb. It's 76 years right now. It was the 5th here, Hiroshima. I'm trying to get out to the get hangar tomorrow morning. Fuck, I can't rent a car. There's no cars available. What's the hallmark of a third world country? Hyperinflation, really out of control debts, corrupt fucking courts, attempted coups. You don't think that was an attempted fucking coup? You're a fucking, that's, I mean, you'll look up attempted coup in history and they'll have a fucking picture of fucking that attempted coup that Trump fucking played all the countercultures. Anybody still on their knees for Obama and or Trump, Fukushima, or Biden for that matter, you're fucking fools. Unions, wake the fuck up. They're playing you. They're not fucking doing your jobs. They just use that narrative. And by the way, anybody that's working on a nuclear reactor, defueling whatever, your success probability of dying of ammo leukemia is 16 times. I was in the bone marrow transplant at LDS with 2 guys that worked on Illinois and Ohio nuclear reactor. Both of them in denial. We talked to them. They had the same disease as me, the same time, younger than me. Both of them died so fast, make your head spin. Union jobs, they ain't union jobs. They're death sentences, by the way. They're playing you. Stay tuned. It's Status King Cuomo. Bank bailout on chemo. Where's the FBI? They busted the fucking bribe. He's in Ohio. back to my city, but they don't bust the bribers. Fucking bail them out. Fucking clean, green, too cheap to murder. We all live in a green washing machine. Greenpeace Sierra Club, fucking sellout whores. Just plain sellouts. The greatest ecological catastrophe in human history. The great Pacific genocide. Fukushima, 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 Fukushima. Hell of a way to boil a fucking planet. Hiroshima, it's day 3800 today. On the greatest event, the new calendar. Fuktonium. Just killed the Pacific Ocean. Salmon numbers prove it. Stay in tune it.